So here's a shocking little piece of news. You don't need love from your husband, and you don't need love from your wife, and you certainly don't need love from your children. Shocking, no? If you're really in need of love, if you believe in love, if you worship love, if your life is centered on love and love makes your world go round, it's going to get in the way of the marriage. You don't come to a marriage needing love. What does happen is, when you're married to someone and they are so central in your life, then you want their love. So again, you don't need love from your husband, but you need your husband's love. Make sense? No mother would ever say to her children, "You don't love me? Well, that's okay. You're not the only children in the world. The neighbor's children love me, and they're cuter than you." No mother would ever say that, because no mother needs love from her children. That's juvenile. You don't need love from a child. And if you do really need love, you got to go back to your mother, where love comes from. So no, you don't need love from your children, but you do want your children's love. And that's very different. You know, if you need love from your children and you're not getting it from your children, then you may very well get it from the neighbor's children, because you need love. But if you want your children's love, you can't get that from anybody else. It's their love you want. The same is true with marriage. You don't need love from your husband, but you need your husband's love. Not because of love, but because of him. You need your wife's love because she's your wife, not because you're deficient in love. So, the frustration of feeling unloved, the distraction or the temptation to go off with somebody who loves you more, that should never happen. It's not about love. It's about the person you love. So here's a way to think about it. If you really, truly love your spouse, what is more important in that picture? The love you have for your spouse or your spouse? Isn't that an amazing question? You love your spouse. So is it about your love or is it about your spouse? Obviously, the person you love must be more important and more real than your love for that person, which is why you love them, because they're real, they're important, they're there. And now you have a feeling towards them. And the same is true, I think. You believe in God? How important is your belief? How important is God? So what you believe in should be more real than the fact that you believe it. You don't believe stuff that isn't real. So the love you have for your spouse can't be more real than your spouse. So the fact that somebody else loves you more, that's very nice. You married your spouse for her money, and you met somebody who has more money. That's fine, because it's not about the money. So let's put things in their proper perspective. Sexual pleasure is a wonderful thing. That's not what you're missing. I read somewhere where the experts, psychologists and so on, are now saying that they've made a terrible mistake for the last 20 years or so, where all the emphasis was on getting more pleasure out of the relationship. And we now realize people don't need more pleasure. Life is quite pleasurable. People don't need more pleasure from their relationship. They need more closeness. What a revelation. Actually, it's more than closeness. You don't need marriage to be close with someone. You're close with your friends. You're certainly close with your family of origin. You need oneness. You need to get past all obstacles and actually merge with another human being so that you're never alone. That's a marriage.